Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Defender Strange from Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. And don't worry, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, this is a spoiler-free video. Now I picked up this Defender Strange from my local retail store, so you shouldn't have any problem finding him. Taking a look at the box, it is larger than most Marvel Legend packages due to the big set piece included with this figure. There is a huge window looking into the front of the box, revealing Defender Strange and the portal set piece behind him. Both of the left and the right side of the box displays an image of Defender Strange, with that same image being seen on the back. The back of the box also has a short passage giving some background detail on this character. Taking him out of the box, you can see there are two clamshell layers, one for the figure and one for the portal set piece. For accessories, we'll first look at the portal piece. Now this item is probably one of the main reasons most people are buying this figure. It looks absolutely stunning. The base of the portal has a firmer plastic mold and is sculpted with lots of jagged points. It's also painted with a brighter yellow, giving the full effect of intensity. Following up the circular portal, the yellow paint application blends into orange and the plastic becomes more translucent. There are pointed sections that run along the outside of the portal, giving the whole piece a moving effect, which just looks incredible. Now, when it comes to size, the portal measures about 7 inches from the outer edges or 5.5 from the inner circle, which will pair nicely with Marvel Legends 6-inch figures. They also did a really good job at hiding the seams where the plastic is joined, and unless you're looking really close, you won't be able to tell. Overall, this is one of the best dioramic or set pieces that we've received with a Legend figure. Moving on to the only other included accessory, they provided 2 individual hand sculpts. We have a closed right-handed fist and a slightly opened holding left hand. Both hands are gloved with the fingers opened, and they used a brown and red paint on the palm and the back of the hands, and for the most part, there's only a little paint bleed. There is some slight detail to the hands, such as fingernails and finger creases, and the red peg inserts flush onto Defender Strange's wrist and blends in well with his arm guards. The only thing that confuses me is why they included a holding hand with no accessory to be held. I guess he'll just have to hold his spare hand. So now taking a look at the figure, starting off with the head sculpt, I think they did a really good job in terms of resemblance to Benedict Cumberbatch. I like the paint application. There's only really one spot on the side of the head where some of the gray paint on the hair bleeds into the brown section. Other than that, the paint and sculpting is on point. The ponytail is soft and moldable, which will assist in movement. And you can see the gray also extends onto the ponytail, which is a nice little added touch. Here's a side-by-side comparison of Doctor Strange and Defender Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And you can see Defender Strange is slightly better in terms of sculpting and resemblance. Now, when it comes to the outfit, it's a very detailed design, which looks really cool. The outfit is mostly red and black with just a touch of brown added to the arm guards and gloves. Unfortunately, there are quite a few areas where the paint bleeds or the red is inconsistent, but it's on par with what you'll see with most other Legend figures, and honestly, it's hardly noticeable from a distance. The kilt part of the outfit, as well as the belt, is a soft rubber material that adds a little more depth to the suit. I think they did a good job sculpting in all the folds and wrinkles on the legs and adding areas of texture to the torso and arms. Overall, the suit looks pretty sick. Now, when it comes to articulation, again starting off with the head sculpt, the head is on a ball joint, and due to the outfit and hair, you only get a slight amount of movement back or up, a decent amount down, some side-to-side pivot, and 360 rotation. The arms will extend out to 90 degrees and can fully spin. They will reach forward 90 as well as straight up and back. There is a swivel at the upper bicep and a double bend at the elbow, and the wrist is on a hinged joint. The torso has 2 sections of articulation. First is the upper half or chest area. You get a good amount of side-to-side pivot as well as front and back, and you can rotate 360. The waist also has a 360 rotation, which can be independent of the belt. For the legs, you're limited with the outfit, but still get a good amount of movement forward, barely any back, and a moderate amount to the side. There's a swivel at the upper thigh and a double bend at the knee, as well as a swivel at the calf. And lastly, the feet are on hinges with a little amount of pivot and some 360 rotation. Just wrapping up this review, here are my final thoughts on Defender Strange. I absolutely love this figure. They did an exceptional job. The paint and the sculpt of this figure is superb. The only issue that I had was getting him to stand on his own. It was a little tricky in some stances, but I mean, that's why they make stands, so not really that big of an issue. What really makes this guy worth it, in my opinion, is the added portal piece. Now, there's a lot of possibilities when it comes to posing your figures, and honestly, I would love to get more of these so that I could set up some cool in-game diorama where all the heroes are coming out of the portals for the last fight with Thanos. But that's going to end it for this one. Hopefully this review was helpful. I had a lot of fun with this figure and can't wait to see what kind of role he plays in the movie. Thank you guys for joining in. Like always, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.